So I get back and I hear Steve Bannon might be getting back into the news business. Charlie Gasparino.
Not quite yet, obviously, but I've been talking to some friends with Bannon. Just like to see where this guy's going. A very sort of, listen, an important guy. I think if you look at any of the outside people who helped elect Donald Trump, you know anything about that election, you would have to say Steve Bannon was the man. That was a campaign, the Trump campaign in 2016, in somewhat disarray. He came in, instilled a bit of confidence and order, where they focus myopically on those.
They never give him any credit.
Now they don't. But on those purple states that Trump was able to eke out the victory on, and so this guy's not going to go away totally, but it's going to be a problem coming back. But here's what he's doing. We understand, according to friends, quietly plotting his return. He has told friends about creating something like a think tank to promote populist or nationalist ideas and politics. Something where he's not, from what I understand, he's not going to get directly involved in specific candidates or campaigns, but it's going to be something where the ideas will be promoted, and it'll be used as a springboard for people to candidates to use those ideas, as most think tanks act. Remember, think tanks
weren't those ideas repudiated?
Well, I don't think so.
Post-Trump.
Yeah. See, those ideas were promoted through Breitbart. Obviously,
right.
He's transitioning out of Breitbart, so he's not there yet. Now, here's the sort of interesting thing that he's told people, that one possibility is somehow him at some point, that he's leaving open the possibility of re-entering the news business in some way. Now, does that mean, that leads up to the obvious question, would it be Breitbart? I could tell you a couple things here. It is possible he could buy a piece of Breitbart. He would have to get someone to sell. The Mercers, their piece. Breitbart's widow owns a piece.
Where would he get the money?
That's the interesting thing. One of the problems with starting the think tank is that a lot of his financing has dried up because the Mercers have disassociated themselves from him post the Michael Wolff book, right? Rebecca Mercer. That's one of the reasons why he's getting bounced from Breitbart, or moving towards getting bounced. He's not quite out yet, by the way. He's transitioning out. One potential person that could finance his efforts, and also could finance a purchase of, if he went to Andrew Breitbart's widow and say, okay, you have a barely marginally profitable enterprise, we're willing to pay you $10 million. One person that would do that, I think that's close to him. This is my speculation now. I don't know this. I don't know that they're talking. Is Peter Thiel, the internet entrepreneur and billionaire? He's got the money. From what I understand, they're still close. And that could happen. I'm speculating here. I'm not saying, like, if you're asking me, like, who he can get money from, Thiel and he are still, from what I understand, pretty close. Thiel's a loyal guy. Bannon was pretty close to him during the campaign. And I think that's a way where he goes to not the Mercers. The Mercers own a piece of it, but they're billionaires, right? They have so much money. But you go to somebody like Andrew Breitbart's widow and say, okay, how much money is this throwing off? It's not a tremendous amount. I'll give you $10 million right now to buy your piece. I own it. And what would he do with it then? Well, he might make it into a TV thing, or he might, this stuff that Steve was full of ideas during the campaign of what might happen with Breitbart post a Trump loss. And if you noticed from the Wolff book, not quite, yes, from the Wolff book, they talked about how Roger Ailes, our old boss, and Bannon were pretty close during this time. There was lots of talk about doing a Breitbart TV where Roger might have played a role. By
the way, that was going up to the point after which Donald Trump won.
Yeah, right. Now, Roger is passed away. Donald Trump won, so that got put aside. But now that Steve is out, these are some of the things the people around him are talking about. I can tell you this: he's clearly told friends he's talking about a think tank, something to get the populist ideas out there.
Not to go quietly into the night.
He's not going to be quiet forever, is what and he's clearly indicated the news business is a future and possible endeavor. Buying Breitbart would be what a lot of people start talking about.
Interesting. Thank you, sir.